Massey. Born in 1950, the Massey was manufactured by Chalmers at its main plant in West Allis, Wisconsin. Between 1950 and 1958, more than 39,500 were produced, serving corn, wheat, and pasture fields across the United States. The selling price at that time was about $1,500, a significant investment when the average farmer's income was only about $2,000 to $2,500 per year. However, people were still willing to buy it because of its durability and usefulness. Today, a used but good CA can be purchased for $2,000 to $4,000, depending on the condition of preservation and restoration. The CA was most popular in states like Iowa, Missouri, Pennsylvania, where small family farms were the soul of the community. Its outstanding advantages were its compactness, ease of maneuvering on farms with limited space, and especially easy to drive for those who were no longer young. The design was simple, rarely broke down, and was fuel efficient compared to many machines of the same era. An old man named Walter in Kansas once said, "The CA plowed the land for me, pulled hay, and taught both of my children how to farm. It was like a member of the family." The Chalmers CA engine was a 4-cylinder, gasoline-powered, with capacity of about 23 horsepower at the belt shaft, belt horsepower. This engine was famous for being easy to start, even in the cold winter mornings. The gearbox had 4 forward gears and 1 reverse gear, easy to operate. The gear lever was light, the travel was short, and the elderly could drive all day without feeling tired. Independent PTO shaft, suitable for pulling lawn mowers, water pumps, or small tillers on the farm. Machine weight is about 2,400 pounds. Sturdy chassis, 28-inch high rear wheels, help the machine grip the road well, even when the ground is slightly wet or slightly muddy. Simple maintenance. Oil, spark plugs, carburetors are easily accessible. Spare parts are abundant, thanks to small garages and the vintage tractor enthusiast community that still maintains the supply. The CA is really an ideal choice for small farms under 40 acres, with a need to till the soil, pull trailers, grow vegetables, or raise livestock. Frequently asked questions: is the machine easy to drive? Very easy, especially for those who are older, thanks to the minimalist design and light gear lever. Are spare parts difficult to find? Not difficult, if you take the time to ask vintage tractor groups or long-standing garages. What should you pay attention to when buying a used machine? Check to see if the engine runs smoothly, the frame is cracked, the transmission engages easily, and the PTO shaft runs smoothly. A Pennsylvania farmer named George once shared, "I bought an old CA 10 years ago. It still helps me harvest grass every summer, and has never been in the field." After more than 70 years, the Chalmers CA still quietly serves in small fields, like a loyal old friend. It reminds us of our fathers, who sweated in the fields, with that small but powerful tractor, to feed their families and the whole countryside. If you have ever owned or driven an Chalmers CA, please share your story in the comment section. Let's preserve and spread beautiful memories of the golden age of rural America. Farmall Cub. The first Farmall Cub rolled off the production line in 1947. It was a time when America had just emerged from the hardships of war, and rural people were starting to rebuild their fields, gardens, and small farms. The Farmall Cub was manufactured by International Harvester at factories in Louisville, Kentucky, and Chicago, Illinois. From 1947 to 1979, more than 245,000 cubs were sold, covering small farms across America. At that time, the price was around $545, while the average farmer's income was only about $1,500 per year. With this price, the Cub became an affordable choice, helping farmers modernize their work without worrying too much about costs. Today, a good working Farmall Cub can be found for between $1,500 and $3,500, depending on condition and originality. The Farmall Cub is most popular in the Southeast, where small farms and family gardens need a tractor that is both powerful and versatile. The Cub's advantages are its compact size, easy to maneuver between rows of trees and vegetable gardens, and very fuel efficient. The offset axle design allows the driver to easily observe when plowing, planting, and tending crops. Old man Frank in Georgia once said, "The Cub has helped me grow vegetables, cut grass, and dig beds for 30 years. It has never let me down, rain or shine." Farmall Cub is equipped with a 4-cylinder, 59.5 cubic inch engine, with a capacity of about 10 horsepower at the PTO shaft. The engine runs smoothly and is easy to start, even in the early winter morning. The transmission has 3 forward gears and 1 reverse gear, making it easy to operate. The gear lever is light and has a short stroke, suitable for the elderly. The PTO is reasonably designed, strong enough to pull small equipment, such as lawn mowers, water pumps, tillers, everything needed for a small farm. The machine weighs about 1,470 pounds, the frame is sturdy, and the large rear wheels provide good traction. Thanks to its moderate weight, the Cub can move flexibly on all types of terrain, including wet soil. Farmall Cub spare parts are still easy to find today, thanks to the community of vintage tractor enthusiasts and parts dealers. Maintenance is simple. Just remember to change the oil regularly, keep the carburetor clean, and store it in a dry place. The Farmall Cub is perfect for small farms under 20 acres, for vegetable gardens, orchards, or small pastures for livestock. Some frequently asked questions: is it powerful enough? With 10 horsepower at the PTO, the Cub is powerful enough to handle the main tasks of a small farm, from plowing, tilling, to pulling a light trailer. Is it easy to drive? Very easy. The Cub has a simple design, clear vision, light gears, and does not tire the driver even after working all day. What to look for when buying a used Cub? Listen to the sound of the engine. It must be smooth and steady. Check the frame for cracks, and make sure the PTO rotates evenly. A farmer named Bill in North Carolina said, "I bought the Cub for my father. It's been 60 years, and it still cuts my pasture regularly every day summer." The Farmall Cub is not just a tractor, but a part of the memories, a companion of many generations of American farmers. Over the decades, if you have owned, driven, or simply loved a Farmall Cub, please share your story in the comment section. Those stories will help the next generation understand more about the golden age of rural America. Ford 8N. Born in 1947, America was in the throes of post-war reconstruction. On the fields of the Midwest, the Ford 8N first started its engine, bringing new hope to farmers. The steady sound of the engine echoed across the fields and filled them with hope. The Ford 8N was manufactured by the Ford Motor Company in Dearborn, Michigan. From 1947 to 1952, more than 524,000 8Ns rolled off the assembly line, spreading across the American countryside. The initial price was around $1,400, a worthy investment when the average farmer's income at that time was around $2,000 to $2,500 per year. Today, the price of a used but well-functioning Ford 8N ranges from $2,500 to $5,000, depending on the level of originality and maintenance. The Ford 8N was especially popular in states like Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, where small and medium-sized farms accounted for the majority of the farmland. The 8N's strengths were its durability, ease of use, and the then-advanced 3-point hitch system, which allowed for quick attachment to farming equipment. Its powerful engine, sturdy design, and reasonable price made it a top choice for farmers. An old man named Henry in Iowa once said, "The 8N has plowed the land, pulled trailers, and mowed grass for me for 50 years. It still runs and starts every spring." The Ford 8N is equipped with a 4-cylinder, 119.7 cubic inch engine, with a capacity of about 23.2 horsepower at the PTO shaft. The engine is strong, runs smoothly, and is easy to start even on cold mornings. The transmission has 4 forward gears, 1 reverse gear, a light gear lever, easy to operate, and does not tire the driver's hands. The PTO runs independently, strong enough to pull equipment such as tillers, lawn mowers, and water pumps, making it very suitable for small farms. The machine weighs about 2,410 pounds, the frame is sturdy, and the large rear wheels help grip the road well, even on wet soil or gently sloping hills. Ford 8N spare parts are still easy to find thanks to the vintage tractor enthusiast community and restoration part suppliers. Easy maintenance, change the oil on time, keep the carburetor clean, and check the electrical system regularly, and the machine will last for years. The Ford 8N is great for small to medium-sized farms, from 20 to 50 acres, specializing in growing vegetables, grass, or raising livestock. Some frequently asked questions. Is the machine easy to drive for the elderly? Very easy. Light gear lever, wide view, simple operation. Are spare parts difficult to find? No. Thanks to the popularity of the 8N, spare parts are still abundant, both used and restored. What should you pay attention to when buying a used machine? Check the engine noise, smooth transmission, smooth rotation of the PTO shaft, and no cracks in the frame. A farmer named Paul in Kentucky shared, "I bought the 8N for my father. To this day, it still helps me plow the vegetable garden in the backyard every spring." The Ford 8N is more than just a tractor. It is a piece of history, a symbol of the hard work and perseverance of American farmers. Through many seasons, it has silently contributed to every plow, every field, reminding us of the hard work of our ancestors. If you have owned, driven, or have memories of a Ford 8N, please share your story in the comment section. Your memories will enrich this community of vintage tractor lovers. Massey Ferguson 135. Manufactured by Massey Ferguson at its Detroit, Michigan, and joint ventures in the UK. From 1964 to 1975, over 300,000 Massey Ferguson 135s were sold worldwide, most of them to small farms in the U.S. The retail price at the time was around $3,300, when the average farm family income was around $4,000 to $5,000 per year. It was a big investment, but hardly any farmer regretted buying a 135. Today, a good-running Massey Ferguson 135 typically sells for between $2,500 and $5,000, depending on the condition of the machine, its originality, and how much it has been restored. The Massey Ferguson 135 is a favorite in states like Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, where small family farms need a tractor that is both powerful and easy to maneuver. The 135's outstanding advantages are its rare durability, ease of use, and ability to pull a variety of equipment. It is known as the steel horse because it can do everything from plowing the land, pulling trailers, to operating auxiliary equipment on the farm. An old man named Walter in Georgia once said, "The 135 has been with me for nearly 40 years. It plows, tills, hauls wood, does not hesitate to do anything, and it has never left me." The Massey Ferguson 135 uses a gasoline or diesel engine, 3 cylinders, displacement of about 152 cubic inches gasoline, or 135 cubic inches diesel. The capacity reaches about 37 horsepower at the PTO shaft, more than enough for small to medium-sized farm jobs. The engine runs smoothly, easy to start, even on cold early mornings. The transmission has 6 forward gears and 2 reverse gears. The gear lever is light, simple to operate, does not tire the driver even after working all day long. Independent PTO, suitable for all types of equipment, lawn mowers, tillers, water pumps, small harvesters, equipment that any small farm needs. The machine weighs about 3,400 pounds, with the chassis is sturdy, and the large rear wheels provide good traction even on soft or slightly sloped ground. Massey Ferguson 135 parts are still easy to find on the market. thanks to the vintage tractor enthusiast community and suppliers of restored parts. The machine is easy to maintain. Just change the oil, check the spark plugs or glow plugs for diesels, and keep the air filter clean, and it will last for years. The Massey Ferguson 135 is well suited for small to medium farms, 20 to 60 acres, raising livestock, growing grass, vegetables, or fruit trees. Some frequently asked questions. Is the machine easy to drive? Very easy. The gear lever is light, the visibility is clear, and the operation is simple. Are parts difficult to find? No, parts are still popular. Many places provide restored goods and original goods in stock. What should you pay attention to when buying a used machine? Check if the engine sounds evenly, the gearbox shifts smoothly, the PTO still operates smoothly, the frame has signs of cracking or not. A Tennessee farmer shared, "I bought my 135 used almost 25 years ago. It still plows my garden every spring, just like a new one." The Massey Ferguson 135 is more than just a tractor. It is a part of memory, a symbol of hard work, durability, and the bond between man and the land. If you have owned, driven, or have memories of a Massey Ferguson 135, please share your story in the comment section. Your memories will contribute to enriching the treasure trove of beautiful memories of a golden age of rural America. John Deere 420. The John Deere 420U was manufactured by John Deere at its plant in Waterloo, Iowa, between 1956 and 1958. More than 28,420 U's were produced, serving small and medium-sized farms across the United States. The retail price at that time was around $2,200. Not a small price when the average farmer's income was around $2,500 to $3,000 per year, but completely worth it for a powerful and reliable machine. Today, the price of a good John Deere 420U ranges from $2,500 to $5,000, depending on condition and originality. The John Deere 420U is most popular in areas like Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, where small family farms need a tractor that is both powerful and easy to handle. The biggest advantage of the 420U is its compact, easy-to-maneuver design, along with the improved three-point hitch system that helps attach equipment more quickly and safely. The powerful engine, sturdy and durable design have made it an indispensable companion in the field. An old man named Charles in Pennsylvania once said, "The 420U has plowed the land, tilled the garden, and pulled a log trailer for me for almost half my life. Until now, it still starts when I need it." The John Deere 420U uses a two-cylinder, 113 cubic inch engine with a capacity of about 26 horsepower at the PTO shaft. The engine runs smoothly, easy to start, even on cold winter mornings. The transmission has 4 forward gears, 1 reverse gear. The gear lever is light, easy to control, even for the elderly. The PTO runs independently, suitable for pulling equipment such as lawn mowers, pumps, and tillers, equipment commonly found on small farms. The machine weighs about 2,600 pounds. The chassis is sturdy, and the large rear wheels help grip well on many terrains, from hard to soft, wet soil. Spare parts are still quite popular thanks to the vintage tractor enthusiast community and suppliers' restoration parts. Maintenance is relatively simple. Just change the oil on time, clean the carburetor, check the electrical system, and the machine will always be ready to serve. The John Deere 420U is suitable for small to medium farms from 20 to 50 acres, specializing in growing vegetables, grass, or raising livestock. Some frequently asked questions. Is the machine easy to drive? Very easy. Light gear lever, friendly design, good visibility, suitable for the elderly. Are spare parts difficult to find? No. Thanks to the popularity of the 420U, spare parts are still available from vintage tractor enthusiast groups and long-standing garages. What to look for when buying a used machine? Check if the engine sounds smoothly, the transmission engages smoothly, the frame is not cracked, and the PTO is still working smoothly. An old man named Bill in Ohio once shared, "I bought an old 420U more than 20 years ago, and it is still tilling my garden every spring, just like a new one." The John Deere 420U is more than just a tractor. It is a memory, a trusted companion for generations of American farmers. If you have owned, driven, or have memories of a John Deere 420U, please share your story in the comment section. Those memories will contribute to enriching the community of vintage tractor lovers.